Welcome to Effortless Pali Chanel, Mahavajiralongkorn Pali Theravada Royal College. Respect to Fradama Vajirajarn. Thank you very much for your kindness and participation in today's discussion. The topic we discuss today is Ancient Wisdom for Modern Minds, the Pali Canon Unveiled.
You know what's mind-blowing? There's this ancient collection of Buddhist texts that's been perfectly preserved for over 2,500 years. We're talking about 84,000 teachings that were memorized word for word before anyone wrote them down. And today, we're diving into how this massive undertaking shaped human knowledge.
That's fascinating. How did they even manage to preserve such a huge amount of information without writing it down?
Well, picture hundreds of monks gathering in these massive assemblies called Sankhayana, where they'd spend months comparing their memorized versions to ensure perfect accuracy. It's like having multiple human hard drives cross-checking each other's data.
So what exactly does this collection, the Pali Canon, contain that made it so important to preserve?
Think of it as three massive volumes. First, there's the Vinaya Pitaka, basically the complete rule book for Buddhist monks. Then, the Suttanta Pitaka, which has all these practical teachings for different life situations. And finally, the Abhidhamma Pitaka, which gets into deep philosophical concepts about consciousness and reality.
And these teachings are still relevant today?
That's what's really incredible. These ancient texts are addressing many of our modern challenges. Take mental health, for example. The canon contains detailed instructions for developing mental clarity, managing emotions, and even dealing with what we now call anxiety and depression.
Well, that explains why so many modern wellness practices draw from Buddhist teachings. But I've heard there's more than just spiritual guidance in there.
Oh yeah. We're talking about insights into psychology, economics, environmental ethics, you name it. There are teachings about ethical business practices that feel like they could have been written for today's corporate world.
That's really interesting how it bridges ancient wisdom with modern challenges. How do scholars verify the authenticity of these teachings?
So here's where it gets fascinating. They developed this brilliant system of cross-referencing. Different groups of monks would memorize different sections and they'd regularly come together to compare versions. Plus, they had these detailed commentaries that helped explain cultural context and complex concepts.